Grief doesn't run on a schedule. It shows up messy, inconvenient, and unpredictable. And, well, loss is painful and inevitable. It also reminds us of something essential about human connection, something that matters not just in life, but in how we show up on stage, at work, and with the people we care about. I lost a good friend recently. Our relationship was complicated sometimes. We used to date and then we stayed friends, and he could be difficult, but he was also one of the very few people who really got me. And losing him was unexpected and it hit harder than I could have imagined. He had given up his work and his passions really to be a full-time carer for his elderly mother. And in that process, he withdrew from the world and stopped believing his life could get any better. And at some point, his health just collapsed, and by then it was too late. And I'll be honest, the grief has been messy, and there are days where it still catches me off guard. But one of the strangest and maybe most human things I found myself doing is still sending him WhatsApp messages. His number didn't get deactivated, so I message him updates on my life, clips from comedy gigs, I'm doing at the gym, random thoughts, putting the world to rights, all my gripes and moans. And I can imagine how he would respond to those things, knowing him as well as I did. But I know he'll never see them. But it feels like the connection is still there. A part of him is still with me. And I guess this has been on my mind a lot. And here's where it connects to more than just grief. Connection lingers. When you've truly connected with someone, whether it's a friend or a coaching client or an audience, that bond doesn't just vanish when the moment ends. Think about it this way. How many times have you remembered a story a speaker told years ago? How many times has someone's presence or energy stuck with you long after they walked off a stage or finished a conversation? That's the power of showing up real and vulnerable and human. And it's what makes people remember you. Not the polished performance, not the perfect slides, but the connection. So grief doesn't run on a schedule, and neither does connection. The way you make people feel can last far longer than the moment itself. So whether you are speaking on a stage or leading a team or just being with someone that you care about, someone you love, focus less on trying to be impressive and more on being present, because that's what lingers. That's what really matters. And you know, quality time over quantity every time. I'd love to hear from you. What's one moment of connection that has stuck with you long after it ended? Drop a comment. Let me know.